Welcome to my Glam Photoshoot makeup tutorial. This is the look. Okay guys, we're starting off with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Everything is in like 3x or 2x speed, just be aware. And then next we're going to do our eyebrows with the NYX Red Liquid Liner. I use the eyeliner. I like to create kind of like a blocky-ish shape. 2016 brows are always in my opinion. I always fill them in, and I really like the way the eyeliner stays, does not budge, and it matches my bright red hair, which is obviously the goal. So the next step we will be doing is going to be the concealer. I like to carve out these brows. Like I said, the 2016 brows are always in for me. They will never die. So now we're using the brush to carve it out. I just use a flat edge brush, and I'm just going to outline my eyebrows with that concealer and basically just fill it all in. So this is, like I said, in 3x speed. Be aware. So I'm creating a lot more voiceover content. What do you guys think about it? I've been enjoying it. I feel like you guys are liking it. Please let me know, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see more of as well. If you want to see more tutorials, let me know. If you want to hear maybe a story time one time, that'd be great. I would be willing to do that. Yeah. So basically just doing the same thing on the other side, carving out that brow, outlining. I like to create a line down the center of my face, just making sure my brows are even and in line, straight, the way I want them. I just blend it out into my skin, and then I also go over top of the brows as well. Carve it out, make it as sharp as possible. I love this concealer. It's my absolute favorite. It has great coverage. It's absolutely full coverage. I use this as not only a concealer, but as a foundation as well. I just love it that much. So now I'm using it as my foundation. I'm just covering my face with that concealer, getting it completely everywhere. If you don't look like you're wearing makeup, you're not wearing makeup. You're not doing it right, babe. I'm just telling you now. You need to apply the product. Like, we are not a clean girl over here. Now we use the setting spray because this concealer does dry out a bit. Now we're just going to blend it all out. I like to spray my face as well as the beauty blender. I prefer sponge. I know everyone prefers brushes, but I like the sponge. Now we're just going to set our entire face. Take that kimchi translucent setting powder. I'm setting my T-zone, under my eyes, literally everywhere, because I don't want anything to be sticky. I hate the feeling of wet, sticky concealer on my face. It's awful. Now we're using the Essence Contour Duo palette. I love this palette. It matches my skin tone perfectly. I just create a little jawbone like outline right there. I bring it down following my jawbone and just blend up and outwards towards my cheekbone up. Kind of the same way you would do a blush, but more of a contour way. I don't really know how to explain it, but this is what I do, guys. Just watch. But yeah, I just like the color it brings me back to life rather than just a flat. If you're not contouring, you need a little bit more color in your face. It's not blending the way you need it to, babe. I'm just letting you know. So I always do my forehead as well, just to blend that out so it doesn't look like I'm an egg. And I also do under my jawbone and my chin as well. I blend it a little bit into my neck just to create more of a sharper jawbone. I just like it. You don't have to. I also do my nose. This is the same contour. I'm just using a thin brush rather than the fluffy brush. And I do on top of my nose, create a straight line. I go under my nose, create a more defined look. And then I'm going to go on each side of my nose and just follow my bridge and kind of create it tighter than it usually would look. Next I go in with the blush. So I'm just going to apply this right above the contour. And then I'm going to go in and set it again with the setting powder, the kimchi setting powder. And just go under my eyes to brighten up that area. And I'm also going to do on top of my eyes, just to brighten up this area as well. I did apply a little bit more to my chin just to get that brightened up as well. And then on my forehead. And then I set it one last time with the setting spray just to make sure all of the powders melt beautifully into that cream. Lastly, I do use the highlighter right after the setting spray. I always find that it sticks a lot better and you can see it a lot better. Then I use the Laura Geller eyeshadow palette. I can't remember which one this is. It's one of the midnight ones. I'm not exactly sure. But honestly, you can use any eyeshadow palette, just any of these colors. I'm using this silver metallic shade and just going over my entire eyelid, creating a sharp wing. Kind of like a, I'm not sure how to describe that, but I'm following my entire eye and creating that huge triangle effect. Bring it out to the tail of your eyebrow. And then I take the ColourPop body glitter. This is their little pot of body glitter. And I'm just applying this everywhere that silver is. Just deepening that sparkle effect so it looks more shimmery. And then I waterline upper and lower. And then I do my eyeliner. I use a liquid eyeliner. I find it a lot easier to paint on. And I'm just bringing this right to the corner of my eye. I'm not going to cross the whole lid, just right to the corner. And then take it all the way out. Looks great, right? And then I do the inner corner as well. Again, I'm not taking this on top of my eye, I'm just bringing it right to the corner. And then just connecting it right to the waterline where that waterline has the black pencil liner on it. You don't want to do too much, it's going to overdo it. This is the Essence Princess Lash. I do my top lashes and my bottom lashes. I also added false lashes. And then this is the About Face Plum Lip Liner. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's Plum. And then I just outline my lips and blend it out with a Q-tip, making sure it looks a little more cohesive. And then I'm going to take my concealer and put that on top. Blend it out. I blend it with a Q-tip as well. I'm applying some gloss. And I'm going to show you the finished clip. Thank you so much for watching, and if you didn't see my other TikTok on this look, go check it out.